Measurement Partner's Spectrum module provides tools for enhanced post-processing of octave, third octave, and FFT spectra. One of these tools is the tone assessment algorithm, a standardized method that uses FFT or third octave spectra to detect and rate tones in the noise under investigation. Such tones can be caused by ventilation systems or other rotating machinery in the vicinity, making noise significantly more annoying. To identify tonal components, the algorithm searches for rapid changes in level around a frequency or frequency band of the spectrum. For each of these peaks, an objective assessment is carried out to determine the audibility of these potential tonal components. Finally, the most prominent tone is identified, and the penalty that would have to be added to the overall noise level is calculated. Although a complex analysis, Measurement Partner delivers the detailed results in a fraction of a second. Just select an FFT project and activate the tone table. All peaks that fulfill the criteria of a tonal component will be listed in the table, and Measurement Partner will indicate the most prominent. You can then just select, right-click, and copy this row in the table and paste the results into a report. Tone assessments of third octave spectra can be carried out on dedicated frequency analysis projects or selected spectral data from logging measurements. Again, you will get the results immediately in the table, where Measurement Partner lists all those frequency bands in the spectrum for which tone criteria are exceeded. Using the Spectrum module, you can also synthesize an octave spectrum for an equivalent sound pressure level from a measured third octave spectrum. To do so, open a third octave frequency analysis measurement or select a point in a profile where sound pressure levels have been logged as third octave spectra. Above the spectrum, you will then find a drop-down box that lets you choose to view the data in octave bands. Selecting the octave option just makes data available in this new format. The original information is reserved and will be displayed as soon as you switch back to the third octave band display. In a similar way, the Spectrum module lets you post-weight measurements by applying a different frequency weighting to spectra. Just select the frequency weighting from the drop-down box in the graph, and Measurement Partner will display the post-weighted spectra in addition to the results originally provided by the handheld analyzer. Last but not least, the Spectrum module lets you compare spectra from different projects and even carry out some basic operations between them. To start with, select a project, switch to the Calculation tab, and make sure the sidebar is visible. By default, the sidebar contains this measurement's spectrum. You can add further spectra to the list by dragging them from the tree into the sidebar. The only requirement is that added spectra must have the same frequency bands as the spectra in the project that you started with. All spectra in the sidebar will be displayed in the graph to the left, making it easy to compare them. However, if you do not need them all displayed, you can easily hide spectra by right-clicking the graph and unchecking the ones to leave out. Once in the list, you can add spectra or subtract one or more from another. When you add spectra, selection order does not make a difference. However, when carrying out a subtraction, the first spectrum selected will be the one all others will be subtracted from.